coffee in the morning or during the day has become a part of our daily routine. But the question is, where do you get your coffee? From an independent cafe or a company like Costa? Or have you never really stopped to think about it? Lincoln City is well known for its range of coffee and tea shops, with 28 of them being independently owned. But this hasn't stopped the rise of chain coffee houses such as Costa, who are still expanding throughout the city. Costa is a well-established coffee shop company with 5 in the Lincoln town centre alone. It's even branched out into the university. With a further expansion planned in Lincoln, I want to know how the independent coffee shops are surviving, and do we really need more Costas? Stokes was established in 1902 when Robert William Stokes began the business. Now the 4th generation of the family are still serving coffee here in Lincoln. Stokes has become a part of Lincoln history and is 4th favourite place to go when visiting Lincoln City.
My name is Jean-Sébastien Bryan. I'm a general manager at the restaurant Stokes Cafe. Stokes began, it's 1902, so it's 111 years now. It first started with R.W. Stokes opening a grocery store, and soon he specialised in tea and coffee. And a few years later, he opened coffee shop, tea room. A very busy and popular one was on the High Street, where Marks Spencer is now. They used to be called the Arcadia Cafe. It was very big and busy place. That was frequented by all sorts of people, like even the king went there, believe it or not, the future king. And then Marks Spencer wanted to buy this building to have a shop there, and they kept pestering him to buy it, and he kept saying no and no until the day where he just said, I'm going to shut them all by sending him a ridiculous figure, and the check came the next day. So he decided to move into the building where we are now on the High Bridge. As you probably know, we also lately reopened another one 2 years ago at the Collection Museum. As a business, we prefer to go with ethically sourced coffee, which we find is a better option for us, for not only for the mission of the company itself, like trying to help the farmers and other people involved in the process, but also it offers better coffee, normally better quality coffee.
What do you think Stokes does so well to keep the regulars coming back week after week?
It's just consistent quality, friendly service. I like to think we know what we're doing. We've been doing it for a very long time. And quality, obviously, in the product offered as well.
The atmosphere in Stokes is calm and relaxing. You can feel the history behind Stokes and its coffee. Why do you choose to come to an independent coffee shop like Stokes over a company like Costa?
Well, it's the food here. The food's really nice. The food at Costa's less good.
We prefer actually Stokes coffee as it happens, but I think the service, it's just a better environment often, and we seek out environments. And actually we're quite famous among our friends for knowing every coffee shop in Lincolnshire and Nottinghamshire.
Well, I've been coming here, I think, since I was a little girl. I used to come here for years, and I think it's just much nicer, and I like the old-fashioned building as well, and I think the building is part of Lincoln's history.
Well, I've been coming here for over 50 years, and it's always been a lovely, friendly place. The food's always good, the coffee's always good. I mean, we do use the other ones, but we like coming here.
Finest coffee is sourced from all over the world and roasted here in Lincoln. As well as enjoying the coffee in store, Stokes also sell their locally roasted beans online to the public and as wholesalers.
The High Bridge is always evolving, because although we're a bit more of a traditional cafe, we also try to keep on top of trends and offer new things on our menu. We've got to be careful, because we've got long established clientele. They like things to change, but not too much. You've got to know how to do it and not to do it too much. But we also now, since we're the 4th generation, the director is now the 4th generation of Stokes, a bit younger. We've got a bit of a younger vision, and we've opened a new cafe, like I mentioned earlier, at the Collection Museum, and there we can offer a youngish menu, but we also have like events such as Caribbean nights, cotton clubs, we have jazz evening, we have parties for children. We just try to keep, on on top of things and try to offer something, still keeping in mind all these characteristic and qualities I told you about before, but still, you know, offer something for a bit everybody.
Bruno Costa and Sergio first established Costa in 1971. It is now the largest and fastest growing chained coffee shop in the United Kingdom. Recently celebrating its 40th birthday, Costa is still in high demand. So what is it that you like about Costa?
I just like the whole scene of Costa. I think that's what really brings me to it. I mean, they have good coffee and stuff, but it's the whole warm atmosphere and like-minded people in there.
Just a relaxing place to go, I think. Like between uni breaks and stuff, I'll just come here and you know it's a consistent quality. Like compared to independent coffee shops, you're getting what you pay for, really.
What do you think about the number of Costa that are in Lincoln?
I think there are way too many Costa in Lincoln at the moment. There doesn't need to be 5. It's a small city.
Do you think chained coffee shops are taking over?
Yeah, I do think there is an element of that. You can't go anywhere without seeing big Costa coffee or just one of those big chained coffee shops at the moment.
Yeah, there's way too many. You see them all over the place.
What about the independent coffee shops, like Stokes, that can be found in the heart of Lincoln Town Centre? Stokes has been roasting coffee for over 100 years, but much has changed since Robert William Stokes began in 1902. The principles of the business remain the same, however, to serve freshly roasted coffee to the people of Lincoln and across the country. What are your busiest periods of the year?
Mid-November up to the end of December, early January, but our busiest of all will be next week, because that's Christmas market week, and that really makes a difference. However, I must say that in the last few years, we've opened in the High Bridge. We didn't used to have the downstairs area as a restaurant, and since we've opened that, like, business has boomed a lot, and we've been a lot busier.
Have you noticed the increase in chain coffee houses over the last few years?
I'm from Montreal in Canada, so the coffee business is very big in North America, influenced by the American as well, I think, but for whatever reason. But Lincoln, since I've been here, yes, it has. And especially, I would say, the last 3-4 years, a lot of coffee shops, a lot of pastry shop, but yeah, coffee shop, tea room, mainly coffee shop, and I would say, unfortunately, a lot of the big players, like, you know, Costa and all these, really like starting to, you know, come into the Lincoln market. It's just, there's just so many of them now. So yeah, it's changed a lot lately.
How has your business then changed since this boom?
Obviously, we're competing with it, whether we like it or not. We're competing with these people. When I say whether we like it or not, it's because we're like, I would like to say, we're a niche market. We're, you know, we're like an independent business. So the coffee business and tea business, in terms of, you know, tea, coffee drinking, people are getting more and more knowledgeable and expect things that they'll find in those big chains, because that's, you know, if they're outside Lincoln or if they're anywhere, they just go to these places. So I would say the size of the drinks, for example, has increased, because people want, like, not just a normal cup of coffee or a mug. They want like a big mug. They want bigger. Price is influenced, but I think we're quite competitive for price. But definitely the size and what's expected, the coffee, we're affected by these businesses. But sometimes it's good as well, because the more people are enticed to go for coffees by these businesses, the more they know about it. But then when they come to us, because we do it better, hopefully we able to attract them into our place, for example.
So with the business still here after 100 years, do you have any plans to expand locally or further afield?
We might have plans to expand again within the city and elsewhere maybe, but these at the moment are top secrets. So at the moment we're concentrating on what we're doing, but yes, why not? I'd like to give good coffee and good tea to as many people as possible. Let's put it that way.
Stokes has evolved over time to compete against the rise of Costa, giving customers what they want but still staying true to the quality. With the coffee scene as busy as it ever has been, only time will tell what the future has in store for Stokes.